So how do you create a relentless mentality so you can achieve your goals and dreams? That's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Tim Bonner. I'm a transformational coach. On this channel, I talk about fitness, business, and my entrepreneur journey. So if you're interested in these topics, make sure you stay tuned. So I'm sure you guys have met people who have been very self-motivated, very focused and driven, and most of the time it's because they have high expectations for themselves, high standards as well, and it's because they have been through some things that have been challenging in their lives, and that's why they've created a strong mindset. And I wanted to share with you guys some of the experiences that I've been through in my life that have created a strong mindset myself as well. So I remember back when I was a kid, we grew up in the country, and we used to live in an old farmhouse which had a 1.5 mile driveway. I remember that we had to walk down this driveway at times because my parents couldn't take us all the time, and I remember it would be in the middle of the winter, snowstorming, blizzard. We would have to walk this driveway to get to the bus stop, and I remember how cold it was, how frustrating, how angry I was. Actually, all of us were pretty angry just because we didn't want to do this. It was hard, it was difficult. And that was just at a young age. I was literally in the elementary doing this mile walk, and then we'd also do it on the way back home sometimes when my parents couldn't get us. And it really created that mental toughness right at the beginning. And I'm very thankful for that because my parents didn't baby us. They wanted us to learn the hard things. They put us to work right away, and they really just taught us self-discipline right from the beginning. And I will never forget that driveway. So I wanted to share with you guys another story. Back when I was in middle school, I also had to ride my bike about 5 to 6 miles to my job. My parents couldn't take me at times, so I had to ride my bike. And this was also during the middle of the winter, and didn't understand why I had to go through these things. But thankfully I did, because I wouldn't be as strong-minded as I am if I didn't go through those things. There was another huge experience that I went through, which was joining the wrestling team back in high school. I remember having to cut weight from 120 to 103 at times, and this was very, very hard and created that discipline. And there were times where I almost didn't make weight, but that was another huge moment in my life that has really created that mental toughness. So the final story I want to share with you guys was back when I was in the military. I joined the Marine Corps after high school, and I remember that I got hurt in basic training and I was medically discharged. I had to sit in basic training for almost a year, not knowing when I'd go home. I remember how difficult that time was because I just wanted to be home and be with my family, and I had no freedom there. You are literally treated as a recruit, and you're not able to leave the base. You're not able to have that freedom like you normally would if you would have graduated and got hurt outside of basic training. So that was a huge experience there for me that really tested my mentality. So the moral of the story is that the experiences that you've been through in your life have created the person that you are today. So you gotta ask yourself, what things have you experienced that have created your mindset today? Have you gone through anything that's been difficult? Have you been able to face challenges that have grown you? Because most people haven't dealt with hard things, and that's why they stay complacent, and that's why they stay in that comfort zone. You have to go through difficult things in order for you to achieve your highest potential. And if you haven't been through anything that's been difficult, here's a few things that you can do. The first thing you can do is you can sign up for a Tough Mudder. This is something that I did last year, and I did it because I wanted to test myself physically and mentally. This is a great activity that you can do just so that you can test yourself. Another thing is that you can compete in a bodybuilding competition. I've done this one before, and it's definitely taken my mentality to the next level because I had to deplete myself. I had to take my body to the next level. So that's another option too. Another thing that you can do is you can do a marathon. That's also something that will test you mentally too. So those are a few examples of how to create that relentless mentality. You have to go through some difficult things in order to grow and to really achieve your highest potential. All right guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were on this video. If you want to connect with me through social media, check the links below. Until next time guys, achieve your highest potential. We'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.